Friends, in today's story we will see that because of the spread of an unknown virus, all the humans present on Earth have died. But somehow, one man is still alive, who for the past 2 years has been wandering here and they're searching for another living human. But then one day he meets a woman who tells him that only the two of them are left alive on Earth, and now both of them must have children together and move the population of Earth forward. So the story begins, and we are told that due to an unknown virus, all humans on Earth died. But one man is still alive, whose name is Philip. Poor Philip has been wandering alone for many years trying to find another living human, but he finds no one, which makes him very upset, and he returns to his hometown. On the way, he sees a signboard and writes on it that one human is still alive. Moving ahead, he reaches his house and thinks, why should I live in this crappy house when there are huge mansions of rich people in my town? After that, he goes to live in the house of the richest man in town. There, he hangs paintings stolen from big museums, each worth billions of dollars. But even that is not enough for Philip, so he brings an Egyptian mummy's coffin and also brings the head of a dinosaur, which he decorates on his dining table. Then before sleeping at night, he repeatedly apologizes to God for masturbating again and again, which he has been doing for the last 2 years. The next morning he goes to the toilet, but there is no water, so he brings many Bisleri water bottles to wash himself. After relieving himself, he feels hungry, so he goes to a supermarket. Instead of opening the door, he blows it up with a gun. Then he goes inside and takes a lot of food for himself. But then his eyes fall on some dirty magazines kept there, which he stuffs into his trolley and leaves. At night, he opens a $1,000 wine and thanks God. After that, he masturbates twice and quietly goes to sleep. The next day, Philip passes time by destroying expensive items in the house. But when even that does not satisfy him, he crashes an expensive Mustang into a cheap car and causes an explosion. Because how long could the poor guy keep passing time by masturbating? In this way, a few days pass, and we see that Philip's house is turned into a junkyard, and anyway, why would he clean it? The house wasn't his. Then he fills a rubber pool with alcohol and bathes in it, and also drinks it. Meanwhile, suddenly he feels a strong urge to use the toilet. But his toilet is filled with junk, so he thinks of making a new commode. He cuts a swimming pool plank in half and sits there to poop. After pooping, he goes to a bar and asks the toys kept there if they would like to drink some alcohol. When the toys do not reply, he drinks the entire bottle himself and faints there. After some time, when he regains consciousness, he takes one toy with him in the car and goes to a mannequin of a girl and starts talking to it. He says that he has been noticing her for a long time but did not have the courage to confess his feelings. Saying this, he starts kissing the mannequin, but suddenly its hand breaks. Seeing this, Philip becomes sad and the next day goes to a hill and writes, R.I.P. Philip, there. After that, he sits in his car and drives at full speed to crash off the hill. But before ending his life, he sees something strange. He quickly stops the car and sees smoke rising from behind the hill, which means that some human is still alive. So he quickly moves toward the smoke. Reaching there, he sees a camp, and along with it, a girl's bra hanging there. Seeing this, he becomes happy and starts smelling the bra, after which he faints. After some time, when he regains consciousness, he finds himself lying in the lap of a beautiful girl, who tells him that she cannot believe he found her, and then starts kissing him. But suddenly his eyes open again, and he sees that a woman is giving him CPR, and she does not look beautiful at all. So he gets scared and moves away from her. He asks where the beautiful girl went. The woman, whose name is Carol, says that he had fainted and peed in his underwear, so she was giving him CPR. Philip says that he did not pee, it was already wet. As he moves toward her, Carol gets scared and pulls out her gun. She says, first put my bra down and tell me if you are a good person. He says yes, he is a good person and she can trust him. She asks if he was the one who wrote on the signboard. Philip says yes, it was him. He says he had become very disturbed living alone and was about to end his life when he saw her. Hearing this, Carol feels pity for him and befriends him. Then both of them sit together and drink coffee. Here we see that Philip is not happy at all because he always wanted a beautiful girl for himself. But what did he get? This rusty junk. After that, he takes Carol to show his house. On the way, Carol tells him to stop at a stop sign. Then both of them look left and right to check if anyone is crossing the road. Reaching home, Philip shows Carol his toilet pool, then the garbage pool, and then the alcohol pool. Inside, Carol sees piles of magazines and asks what they are. Philip says they are dirty magazines for masturbating. Hearing this, Carol laughs and says she does not want to judge him, but he seems like a big pervert. Hearing this, Philip feels very bad and drops her back where he had picked her up from. The next morning, when Philip wakes up, he sees that Carol has come again and is cleaning the trash from his house. Philip tells her that next time she comes to clean his house, she should inform him first. Carol gets angry and spreads the trash again. When Philip tries to stop her, she says they need cleaner, and to get it, they both go to the supermarket. There, Philip parks his car in the handicapped parking spot. Carol tells him that the spot is for handicapped people and he should park elsewhere. Philip gets angry and says, "Are you crazy? There is no one else in this world except us two. Where will handicapped people come from?" Carol says no matter what, he should park somewhere else. Philip loses his mind and drives his car straight into the supermarket. At night, he goes to the bar to talk to his toy friends and tells them that he is no longer the last man on Earth. He thought he would get a beautiful girl to enjoy with every day, but instead he got this rotten bitter gourd, Carol. The next morning, while rinsing his mouth with beer, he sees Carol packing her stuff and coming to live there. Seeing this, he runs to her and says, "You know how big this world is, yet you chose the house next to mine?" Carol asks what problem he has with that. Is he scared that she will see him doing dirty things? Philip removes his underwear in front of her and says, "Go ahead, look, what else is left to see?" Carol says that both of them were chosen for a purpose, and that purpose is to move Earth's population forward. Philip says he is not insulting her, but he has absolutely no interest in having a wedding night with her, even if she is the last woman on Earth. Saying this, he goes and sits on his poop pool to relieve himself. Carol comes there and asks if he cannot poop inside. He says no, because there is no water inside. Carol says that they have to live like humans if they want to give their children a better life. Philip says angrily that he does not want to have children with her. Carol says fine, but she needs fresh fruits and vegetables to eat. Doesn't he want that? Philip says he does not care. Carol then pulls out a tomato from her pocket and eats it teasingly. Seeing her eat a fresh tomato, Philip eats a 2-year-old canned tomato, but it does not taste good. At night, he secretly goes into Carol's garden and eats all her tomatoes. The next morning, Carol comes and asks if he enjoyed eating the tomatoes. He denies it. Carol calls him a terrorist and limps away. Philip asks what happened to her leg. She says she got injured while extracting water from the ground. Seeing her condition, Philip feels pity for her and helps arrange water for her by connecting pipes from a valve to her house. Carol becomes very happy and invites him for dinner that night. During dinner, Carol tells Philip that after seeing his tools, she is completely sure that God brought them together to increase Earth's population. Philip says that if she insists so much, then they will do it tonight. Carol says she will not have a wedding night until he marries her. Philip laughs and says she is joking. She says she is serious and asks if he wants the first child on Earth to be illegitimate. Philip asks why she wants to marry when it has no meaning anymore. She says it has meaning to her, and just because the world has ended does not mean they should forget traditions. Philip agrees to marry her just so he can be intimate. Carol asks him to propose properly on his knees. Philip proposes and Carol says yes. But hearing her yes does not make Philip happy at all, and he leaves the dinner halfway and goes home. Carol follows him with food and tells him that the US president is dead, so one of them must become president. Philip, who is already very irritated, tells her to become president herself. She says she cannot, because she cannot give speeches, so they decide to make Philip the president. The next day, Carol goes to the store to buy wedding items, while Philip enjoys his bachelor party by gathering tissue papers and setting them on fire. Then wearing torn clothes, he reaches the church, where Carol has beautifully decorated everything and is also well-dressed. During the wedding, when it is time to exchange rings, Philip realizes he forgot to bring the wedding ring. In reality, he was not interested in this marriage at all. Seeing this, Carol gets angry and leaves the wedding in the middle and walks away from there. Philip follows her to her house and asks her to open the door. But when she does not open it, he breaks the door and enters inside. There he sees that Carol had decorated her house very beautifully because she was extremely excited about her wedding. After that, he sees Carol sitting in a room with a sad, dull face. Philip apologizes to her and says that he genuinely forgot about the ring. If he had remembered, he would have definitely brought it. Carol forgives him as well. After that, both of them go to a jewelry shop to buy rings. From there, they pick up many rings, which Philip puts on Carol's fingers one by one and marries her. But when the time comes for their wedding night, instead of being intimate with him, Carol keeps talking to him the entire night. From the next day onward, Carol also starts doing all the things with Philip that Philip enjoys doing the most. After that, Philip even introduces Carol to his ex-girlfriend. Seeing this, Carol becomes jealous and lifts the ex-girlfriend and throws her outside. Later, after having a lot of fun, when both of them are returning home, their car collides with a limousine at a crossroads. Philip quickly gets out to check if there is any human inside the limousine. Just then, a beautiful girl named Melissa steps out of it. Seeing her, Philip is completely stunned. At the same time, Carol also becomes very happy after seeing Melissa. Then all three of them start heading toward Philip's house in her car. On the way, Philip keeps flirting with Melissa and laughs loudly at even her smallest jokes to impress her. Melissa tells them that she came here after reading the signboard outside the town and had been wandering around like a dog for the past 2 weeks, but she did not find anyone here. Hearing this, Philip starts thinking that he made a huge mistake. This girl had come here before Carol. If he had met Melissa earlier, he would have married her instead. Just then, Carol tells Melissa that they got married just a week ago. Hearing this, Melissa gets shocked and says that Philip turned out to be very fast. This wedding talk makes Philip very uncomfortable, and before Carol can say anything more, he closes the middle window of the car. After that, they reach Philip's house, where Melissa gets amazed after seeing the expensive paintings and says that she is very tired and needs some rest. Philip tells her to rest at his house and says that they will talk a lot and have lots of fun together. But Carol interrupts and says that if she were Melissa, she would never stay in this house because Philip uses the pool of this house for pooping. Hearing this, Melissa says that in that case she will find another house for herself. Before leaving, Carol invites her for dinner, and Melissa agrees. Carol hugs her, and Philip, who never misses such opportunities, also jumps in between them and starts sticking to Melissa from behind. In the evening, while dinner preparations are going on, Philip comes there after trimming his beard. Seeing this, Carol gets shocked because when she had asked him earlier, he had refused to trim his beard. In reality, Philip was unsuccessfully trying to get intimate with Melissa and was ready to do anything for that. At night, when all of them are sitting at the dinner table, Philip keeps flirting with Melissa and keeps cursing himself for getting married so quickly. He starts agreeing with everything Melissa says. The movie that Melissa likes becomes Philip's favorite movie too. The food she likes becomes his favorite food. The car she likes becomes his favorite car as well. He does all this so that Melissa feels that there is some kind of connection between them. After dinner, Carol calls Philip to have fun with her, but Philip has no interest at all. He refuses and says that he has a stomach ache. Carol asks him directly if he is attracted to Melissa. Philip says no and goes to sleep. Late at night, Melissa comes to his place to call him. Seeing her, Philip starts following her like a dog. But then he suddenly sees Carol sitting on the toilet. Seeing this, he gets badly scared. The next morning, Melissa comes to meet Philip and sees him exercising. In reality, Philip was trying to show off his body to impress her. Melissa calls him outside and asks what all this is about. Philip says that this is a gift from his side because he broke her limousine. Melissa tells him that there was no need to do all this. Meanwhile, Carol calls Philip and asks if he gifted Melissa a new car. Philip says yes because he broke her limousine. Carol angrily says that he has time for all this, but despite telling him 100 times, he still has not fixed her broken door. Then Carol shows Melissa her wedding photos, which she had drawn herself. Melissa asks that if they are married, then why do they not live together? Carol says that she cannot live with him because he is very dirty. She says she married him only to increase Earth's population. While Philip is fixing the door, Melissa comes to him and tells him that she has a generator through which they can drink cold beer. She invites him to come to her house in the evening along with Carol. But Philip goes alone to Melissa's house to drink beer and tells her that Carol is not well, so she could not come. In reality, he had not even told Carol about the invitation. During their conversation, Melissa tells him that she has been searching for a man for the past 2 years because it has been many years since she had any fun, and she also has needs that she wants to fulfill. Philip says that he understands and that all this is natural. Melissa says that she is very happy for Philip and Carol that they are together, even though they fight a lot, at least they are together, which she respects a lot. Philip desperately wants to tell her that he is not happy with Carol at all and that he wanted to have fun with someone like Melissa, but instead he got this rotten garbage. Melissa says that her luck is also bad because the last man on Earth that she found is already married. Philip tells her not to worry because that man will not stay married anymore. After that, Philip goes to Carol to break his marriage. But he is unable to say anything because he sees Carol making a heart on the door using their wedding photo. Seeing this, Philip feels pity for her and does not want to hurt her feelings, so he quietly leaves and goes back to his house. On the other hand, we see an Audi arriving, which means that there is yet another human alive on Earth. That person sees Philip's alive signboard and heads toward the town. Now who was this person, and how many more humans are still alive besides them? And will Philip be able to celebrate his wedding night with Melissa? We will see all this in the next video.